All right, hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and this is a bit loud, let's turn this down, and welcome back. Today we are starting a game that we've had our eye on for a little bit called The Alters. The Alters is from 11-Bit Studios, and thank you to them for the key, they provided me this. They are the same company that made the Frostpunk games, which we greatly enjoyed. This is really loud. Hang on. Yo, how low does this need to go? 30. Let's start with that. So what do I know about this game, real quick? So The Alters is a game. It defies explanation. It's about a guy and many different versions of himself that are all together and trying to survive on this space base thing. That's kind of what I've got so far. Also, it appears to have streaming. What is the Twitch integration? Oh my god. Okay, I'll take a look at this later. I didn't know this had Twitch integration. Okay. Let's see. Clones? I don't know if they're clones or like parallel dimension stuff. I imagine we're gonna find out real fast. Alright, new story. Let's just go, let's see. The Alters is a mixture of various gameplay genres. Feel free to adapt the difficulty levels of each element to your own preferences. You can change these settings at any time. I'll keep these as the standard and see what it feels like. Let's see what we got. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the islands, Thomas Transtomer, the Blue Horse. That sounds like parallel universe type of thing.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road?
You might want to open your eyes and look at that red alert. Might need to read that.
Another branching.
Okay, little escape pod looking thing there. Flare. Prologue.
That was a tough landing. Volsky here. Do you read me?
Dulski.
Anyone? Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
Okay, so moving the mouse around, WASD. Alright, let's visit the little escape pod. I don't see anything I can interact with here. Shift to sprint, yep, that works. Got a flare here, can't interact with that, alright. Space, no jump. Control does not seem to crouch, okay. Just testing the standard controls right now. Another flare.
That's an emergency flare from my capsule. I should look out for those.
Crazy environment.
Hello? You read me? This is Jan Dolsky.
Jan Dolsky.
I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray.
Can I go in the water? No, invisible wall. No swimming.
Maybe the radio's broken.
E to climb. Okay. Where's the yellow paint? How am I supposed to know what's climbable?
Oh, no, it's the captain. Shit.
Deceased.
Deceased. What the hell?
Convenient stairs is the new yellow paint.
Thank you, Aizen.
Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
For her now. Alright, so my first thought now is that they were on a spaceship, and it wasn't just him, it was a bunch of them. And they, you know, left with escape pods.
She didn't crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Look at you, you're the captain now? Oh no, not like this.
Mobile base. There it is. Olski here.
It's a big hamster wheel.
Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. We'll try and get down there. Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
Potato. Right now? Okay, fine. Multiple escape pods.
The capsules. Wait. What?
Let me guess, there's too many of them?
No. That's impossible. They can't all be.
Are they all deceased? Oh my god, everyone's dead.
Makes no sense.
Warning, radiation.
Now? Oh shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
I'm wondering if when he gets to the base, if the other hymns are already there, and if they're gonna lock him out. And this guy's gonna, like, die in the prologue.
Yes, the elevator. Quick. Come on. Come on. Oh, that was close.
Reach the base. Day 1.
Hello?
Oh, we're on the ship now.
Anybody here?
Airlock. Exit to planet surface.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it. I need to find the comms room and get help.
Storage list. Radiation filter, metals, organics, mush, raw food. Press tab to see base overview. Whoa! Okay. So... it's like XCOM. He said comms room. Unknown call.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain.
Great. Yeah, this is the new captain of the mission speaking, Jan Dolsky. Corporate ID 4672B. I'm afraid the former captain is gone, together with the rest of the crew. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me! What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Lethal proximity.
Lethal proximity.
Oh, no, don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Please, 3 data before star approaching. This battle, you must escape. Proximity, star days.
Star?
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Perfect.
Okay.
I need to find those captain's logs.
Captain's cabin is 2 floors down and to the left. Evacuation procedure. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. These steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. Manufacturing necessary equipment. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Ally Corp polygonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside other necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Triple star systems. According to recent Ally Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering rapidium in the Ally Core classification system. Just joined. Is it a walking simulator? No, it is not. Clarius, what does it mean when a game studio gives you a key to a game? Is it early access without them sponsoring you? The most common, there's a case-by-case basis, but the most common thing is if they just give you a key, that's it. They're hoping that, you know, they lose out on one key. They're hoping you play it and your audience likes it, and then they get many more sales as a result. But there was no transaction there. So if they just give me a key, and there's no contract signed, then I can play it whenever. I don't have to play it on a specific day. I can play as little or as much of it as I want. I can say whatever I want, you know, I can be like, this sucks, you know. Obviously, they don't want that. They're hoping we like it. But that's basically it. They essentially, they just give them out to streamers often because they're hoping that their community likes it and then they get more sales in return. The precise correlation between triple star systems and rupidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rupidium, as a highly unstable element and itself emitting significant amounts of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. Ally Corp employees should be aware that thanks to these findings in the upcoming years, we are bound to witness a scientific rise in missions sent by the quantum navigation system on course for a triple star system. Should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Ally Corps exploration vessel. This should, by all means, result in a notable increase of successful rupidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Ally Corps and humanity alike. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of rupidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Ally Corps has equipped its vessels in the cutting-edge SIBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract rupidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the SIBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. The above information is the sole property of Ally Corps and highly confidential. We kindly remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Alright, quantum navigation. This game is about mystery. So far it looks like point and click. So there's the base part of it that I know about. There's story aspects, and there's run around in third person and find and gather resources. So a bit of like a survival game as well. But there's also decision making, kind of like in Frostpunk, where you had to make choices that impact the rest of the game. I don't know if we get to put sawdust in our food or send children to the mines or things like that. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Ally Corps to optimize the efficiency of space mining operations. How does it work? While the crew remains in cryosleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rupidium in a nearby system and eliminating non-efficient exploration. When the expectation of finding rupidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. A notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. The above information is the sole property of Ally Corps, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Follow the instructions to prepare for the journey. Okay, so refuel the base, manufacture necessary equipment, securing food supplies. So this base is mobile, and we need to get it moving again because of the incoming bad thing.
Do you want at least 2 quality meals per cycle, or do you stick to tasteless mush since comfort is unnecessary for the continued success of the mission?
I don't know yet. Gather 60 metals outside. Where is... Okay, airlock is 1 floor up. The radiation levels at night are deadly. Exiting the base is currently not permitted. You can rest in the captain's cabin until tomorrow. Alright. Day 2, sunrise in 8 days. So so we die in 8 days. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take longer. Okay, give me just a second here. Adjust that, and he's gonna sit up there. Okay. All right, gather 60 metals outside. All right, shallow deposits. You could find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact with it. So our giant, I guess our base parachuted down, judging by this thing. Press tab to open the map. Do you need to craft tools? I don't know. There's some red. Let's find out.
That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
We just have a jackhammer in our pocket. What is this mining animation? Peak. Can we enter the base on either side? No, I think it has to be the other side. Alright, build a workshop via the command center. Command center. Okay, left 2 rooms. Base navigation, base building. Open the build menu to see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Possible placement points are marked by lights. Workshop. Tools, components, and other important items can be created here. The most important part of the workshop is a state-of-the-art 3D printer.
Thanks for always providing daily entertainment.
You're very welcome, Raitola. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Okay. Craft a scanner. Alright, so let's go down 1 floor. So here's our workshop. To create an item, first schedule work in the workshop queue. You can then work on the queued items at the workbench. Used to scan the planet's surface for deep resource deposits. Okay. So I guess that's just supposed to be a bunch of time passed and he worked on that. New entry is find an organics deposit area. Okay. So do I have... Right outside. Do you have Muklux? No. No, I don't actually have Muklux. First step to scanning a deep deposit is to find the deposit area. An organic deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. How do I... Oh, there we go, scanner. Okay, there's some.
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
So climbing hook will allow you to climb larger ledges, but we don't have that yet.
What the hell? Could this be... Rubidium? I feel strange. have to get closer. Make sure. I need to collect a sample.
So a bunch of time passed in the bottom left corner while I was doing that. So I guess when you're like mining metal and stuff, you're giving up time to get it.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all. It knew where it was sending us. Except... I survived. No smoke. I should look for organics here.
Scanning. The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can uncover concentration of underground resources. Look at the scanned ground to try to pinpoint the place of the most intense red coloring. That's the deepest part of the deposit. Okay. Hold Q and select scanner. That looks pretty red to me. Whoa. Okay. Hold Q, select build, and then select mining outposts. Place the mining outpost on the deposit. Okay. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outposts with the base. I knock.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
Fast travel. You've connected a mining outpost to the base. From now on, you can use fast travel to move quickly between the base and the mining outpost. You can access fast travel at the airlock, base entrance, or any outpost. Okay. Have 100, okay, so I have 180 organic matter gathered using the outpost. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Let's go back inside. So report your findings. Is that at the comm room?